Hi guys, welcome back to Prose Amongst Thorns. Today we are in the bedroom and I'm gonna do a 24-hour reading challenge. I want to try and finish Cemetery Boys today, so I've decided to set myself the challenge of reading it in a vlog. This is Alice, she's probably not gonna leave. I've decided to set myself the goal of finishing Cemetery Boys today. I haven't started it, but I feel like I could tackle this in a day. I've been really looking forward to reading it, so I feel like I'm just gonna like fly through it. So yeah, I look like a slob because I'm in my pajamas and I don't really care. It's a Saturday. It's early on a Saturday. It's 11 o'clock. It's not early. Okay, well, let's start the vlog. Okay, so I read for about an hour and then I had a lunch break. I'm about 100 pages in, which is pretty much like a third of the book, and I'm very much intrigued. I think they're really funny so far, and like I feel that they've sort of come off the page and I'd love to spend more time with them, which is always a good thing because it means that I want to keep reading. So yeah, I think it's very sort of info dumpy at the start. Like you're learning a lot about the magic lore for the book, and I think that was kind of difficult to read to begin with, but it does seem to be like putting more things into action now, which is good. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see where it will go and to learn more about the characters and just to see their humour and their this like banterful relationship grow a little bit more. Okay, so I finished the book and I'm still reeling, I've got to be honest. I probably read it in about 4 hours, which is pretty decent. And I debated making this into a 24-hour reading vlog, but I've just decided not to. This is my first ever vlog, so I'm not really sure how interesting it's going to be or whether it's something you would be interested in watching again, like more detailed maybe. So I'm just going to leave it where it is and hope for the best and then see like your reaction to it and kind of go from there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm pretty sure my phone's off center, but I really can't be bothered because I have tried to place it like 10 million times and it's right in front of the front window where everybody walks past and people are looking at me weird and I don't like it. So, like I said, I finished Cemetery Boys in about 4 hours and I am obsessed with it. It was so good. Alice has come to say hi again. As you've probably seen from the video, she hasn't really left me alone through the whole like process of reading, because she's my best friend. If I had to sum this book up in 3 words, it would probably be magic, queerness, acceptance. And I think it does a really fantastic job. It's just so amazing. Like the characters are lovable and they really jump off the page. They come to life in a way that's just really interesting to read. Like you felt like you had a connection with them and I was sad to see it end. And I don't know if you could tell in the video because I haven't looked at it yet, but in the last like few chapters I was getting a little bit teary-eyed, both with like sadness and also happiness at different times. And I'm not going to say anything about that because spoilers, but it was just a really beautiful book and the banter was so believable and so real and just hilarious, and I really felt for them and all the problems that Aidan Thomas manages to include in here are so beautifully dealt with, and they're just kind of dropped in a way that feels so natural and important, I guess, without making them central. I guess what I'm trying to say is, when I was reading it, I wasn't like, this is a literary fiction making a comment on the world and trying to suggest a way we change it. It was just like presenting why it's wrong to have those kind of beliefs, and I'm not explaining this very well. It just does a really fantastic job of so many things, like the struggle of being immigrants, the struggle of being trans, the struggle of being gay, just all of it is dealt with so perfectly, and I didn't feel like he was just ticking off boxes. It felt like every decision made sense, and it wasn't just like dropped in like, oh, it's a Latin community, we must have like talk about immigrants and like illegal immigrants and deportation. It all made sense, and it was just dealt with so beautifully. I have a personal interest in mythology and folklore, as you can tell if you've watched my MRes video. So for me, this book was just a really interesting insight into Mayan and Aztec like folklore and mythology, which is something I'd like to read a bit more about, because I'm thinking of doing a PhD in the future, which I want to do on sort of indigenous folklore and mythology. And obviously the Aztecs and Mayans are indigenous to Mexico, so that would be a really interesting avenue to go down, and I found this really, really intriguing. I'd love to find out more about that mythology. I read this as part of my Norserin TBR picks. I'm really excited to get started with it, so I'm really excited that I actually managed to get it done, and this is the last one. I really enjoyed reading this, and it's definitely a 5-star read for me. I can't wait to sort of continue to mull it over in the next few hours. But yeah, if you've read this book, let me know what you thought of it, and if you have it on your TBR, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts on this book, or maybe you have some suggestions of Aztec or Mayan mythology books that you think I should check out, and I'd love to hear those suggestions. So yeah, and if you have any thoughts on this vlog, I would really be interested to hear your thoughts. You can contact me on here by commenting, obviously, or you can message me on any of my social medias, which are always in the description. Yeah, and it always makes me smile to see you guys commenting and watching my videos. So as always, thank you for the support, and I'll see you next time.